Hello, hello, it's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Wednesday, the peak of the week, June 9th, 2021. We're using Bonefire Tarot for our message today. We're tuning into the energy atmosphere of the day, what's unfolding around us according to tarot. Keep in mind that we remain in Mercury retrograde. We are on the eve of an eclipse, and my guides have been very chatty. They're just full of wisdom and information right now, which is wonderful because the energy atmosphere does feel a touch edgy. And let's see what's going on with that. Let's see our spirit animal for the day. I feel this sort of sets a tone for us. We have koala spirit. Koala bears are just adorable, aren't they? And this one, Spirit has a plan. Trust the plan. You know, that may be just a touch of the edginess that we could be perceiving at this time. When Spirit has a plan, there's a lot going on in the unseen that, you know, we don't necessarily have our fingers on the pulse of. We can feel excited anticipation, sometimes even the nervous excitement. We may feel as if something's just about to blossom or pop or really expand for us. And that's what I'm sensing intuitively. That's some of what I'm hearing from the guides, the angels. And let's see what the cards have to say about it. Our first card, 8 of Wands. You know, happy to see this one. It's swift moving energy and it's information incoming. I feel that this is our connection to our own divine awareness. So listening to our intuitive gifts, however they present for each and every one of us, is vital at this time. I feel a sense of wondering, which could turn to worrying. That's the razor's edge and the edginess that I'm picking up on. So the 8 of Wands is a great card. It brings amazing stability to us because it's the 4 of Wands doubled, and it's swift moving, as I mentioned. Not the first time we've seen it in recent days either, and it is a marriage card. It weaves energy together. It weaves our dreams together, truly. So there's a bit of temperance on this card, and that's exciting. So there's change in the air. We're sensitive to it. We can perceive the shift and the change that is in development at this time, though without clarity for what those changes are, we can feel that edginess. So let's come back to the koala spirit here and say, Spirit has a plan. I trust myself and I trust the divine. This is a card of also hearing from individuals we've not heard from in a while, so we may have some of that in the day as well. And these conversations can be enlightening, connecting with people we haven't spoken to in a while, and sharing thoughts, ideas, and inspirations with them may bring some deeper clarity, some expanded awareness to what's unfolding for us. Our next card, look at that, 9 of Cups. I love this card and I love its persistence. It has been with us for weeks now, and here we are one more time. And it's right next to the 8 of Wands. So this is a swift moving energy toward the fulfillment of our dreams, what we hold in our heart. It's the Ace of Cups to the power of 9. That's pure, raw, overflowing, abundant happiness, love, and joy right there. And there's a crystal ball on the card too. We're talking about receiving information through our intuitive gifts, paying attention to that. We have the 8 of Wands delivering it. We also have a touch of the Death card here with the skull on the card. There's transformation and change. There's endings and beginnings simultaneously. And we've had so many messages recently about making way for what is being delivered to our foundation from the divine. And the Death card helps that happen. It helps us sweep things away so that all of the incoming on overflow actually has a space to occupy. So some of what's going on in the unseen too for us, what we don't see happening and we have a perception of, is what's falling away. There again can be a sense of the edginess in the atmosphere. Let's see what's next. Amazing cards. So here's the Six of Cups and Bonfire Tarot. It's this deck that gave me a completely different view of the Six of Cups. It's called the Soulmate card. And I really do see that this being on the card is our soulful presence, our eternal awareness. And this being on the card is receiving. So we have incoming information from our divine wisdom being delivered to us through the Six of Cups, coming into our waking earthly consciousness. We're becoming aware of something we were not necessarily aware of before, and it expands our emotional intelligence, our intellectual intelligence, and it fires up our spiritual presence. So why is this called the Soulmate card? It's really about being a soulmate to our own selves, receiving from that eternal wisdom. And look at the movement in the cards. It's sweeping right in, and it's coming through all of our dreams, everything we hold in heart space, the vision we have for our life and our experience. Beautiful. And it's being literally handed to us right out of the divine. Yes. I also feel a connection on this card, I always have, to the Wheel of Fortune. And so there's some of this we just don't see coming. And that's the beauty of it, because that brings true surprise, true delight for us. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands with, oh yeah, look at that. There's the moon. It just said we don't necessarily see some of this coming. And in Bonfire Tarot, mind you, the Wheel of Fortune, which I feel the minor arcana connection in the Six of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, the being on the Wheel of Fortune is blindfolded, so we do not see something coming, quite literally. And here's the moon. This is the most mysterious. It's something of the unknown becoming known. So be prepared for shock, awe, wonder, and surprise, delight. Here it is. Now the moon has a cup spilled, the Ace of Cups spilled. I add that here to the 9, bringing us the 10. So some of what's flowing in adds to the 10 of Cups, which for me is one of the happiest cards in tarot, as well as the Four of Wands and the Sun. So we're also on the eve of an eclipse here, and I feel that on the other side of the eclipse comes the clarity that we don't necessarily perceive right now. And the cards are telling us today that that energy is moving swiftly toward us. So we should be keeping our mind open, our heart open, our arms open to receiving, because Spirit has a plan. And look what it's grounded in. Ooh, nice. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups with, now there's a bit of perfection. There's the Emperor. And he, like the Nine of Cups, has been really, really present in our readings. And I'm super glad to see him here, because he also brings a sense of stability. This is how we can trust our own selves, how we can trust the plan of the divine, because we've got wisdom, we've got experience, reliability, consistency within our own selves for all the highs and lows of our spiritual journey. The Emperor embraces this, and he's quite steadfast. So even though we may feel uncertain, or we may feel a sense of worry, The uncertainty or the worry is just rolling through to find its way out. So our loving kindness and compassion, staying present in our soulful self, Six of Cups, embracing our inner emperor, allows those temporary feelings of uncertainty, worry, doubt, perhaps, to remain unattached, to not become a story. If we give it meaning, it takes root. And the Emperor allows us to, through his experience and his fiery Aries energy, to just burn that stuff off. Validate it, recognize it, love it, and hold the friggin' door open for it. Okay, let's clarify our Six of Cups with Justice. Perfect. I love the Justice card. It truly is a card of self-care. Balancing your own scales. Now, I do know that it has a connection to legal matters for us, and, you know, perhaps there's something that requires our attention. Not just legal matters, but details that could reside in a pile of papers on your desk. You know, take care of those. When you see the Justice card, give your attention to things that really do require your attention. Move through that swiftly. You may be receiving, we may be receiving information that is connected to some details that require us to, you know, sign on a dotted line somewhere. So take care of it. I do feel, though, in the theme of the reading, specifically, this is all about self-care, and I feel that the Emperor is keeping the scales balanced for us as we receive intuitive information from the moon, as the Ace of Cups pours itself into the moon energy within eclipse season, within retrograde season, and our awareness sharpens so that what is in the unknown does become known to us. Beautiful. All right, what's on the bottom of the deck? What's truly in the unseen, according to Bonefire Tarot today? Look at that, Four of Wands. This has been happening. The 8 and the 4 have been showing up in readings quite a bit lately. So 4, super stable, 8, doubly stable, and then, you know, do some fancy numerology math on that, and you have a lot of Four of Wands energy. It's multiplied here in the reading. One of the happiest cards in tarot. So there are developments that are going on, and Justice could be seen as some of the finer details for what is developing in the unseen, behind the veil, that's about to land on our foundation. So embrace this, really embrace this. And why not one more card? Look at that, Wheel of Fortune. Need I say more? We already talked about it. Here it is. Yes, we have a divine delivery incoming. And some of us may feel extremely expectant, pregnant almost, with how this energy is building up and then how it's going to flow through and across our own foundation. I'm just feeling curious about the other cards on the bottom. We've got the King of Cups. There's intuition for you. Ace of Cups in his hands, and the fish, like on the page of cups, jumping out of the Ace of Cups on the page. That's our dreams being made real. We have that in the 9 over here. Healing of the heart too. So there's healing energy on offer to us. Let's channel that where it's required. And then we have the King of Coins. We've had him recently too, I think in yesterday's reading. So this is all really beautiful energy. Then we've got the Ace of Wands. I'm going to stop there, maybe. No, why not? Because just a little further down here, Page of Coins, a season for all things. 10 of Cups. This is everything that is brewing in the unseen. I'm stopping there on the Death card because that presence is profound. We're in transformation. Wonderful messages. All right, let's do angel answers. Ask a question if you have one. Let the cards confirm an experience for you. or be a fresh message. Recovery. This, for me, intuitively speaking today, is stability. If some of us have been feeling uncertain within the current energy atmosphere, we have recovery and we have a stabilization of energy, and we're seeing it in the 8 and the 4 of Wands in the reading. My guides are speaking up and having us pay attention to our solar plexus chakra. Be in our center. Be stabilized in our center. Communicate clearly. I actually just hear communicate. It might come out in a jumbled way at first, but it will sort itself. I feel communication is a strong message in the day, because here we've got this 8 of Wands. So it's a day to reach out. It's a day to speak with those who are inspiring to you. Share your thoughts and ideas and your inspirations. The feeling is that it is exceptionally fulfilling to do so. Next. Opportunity. I feel that's connected to the 6 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. This is about the abundance of opportunity that is winding its way toward us. One more. Love it. And look what's right behind it. Let go, and then big happy changes. So yeah, trust, fall forward. It's in the Light Seers Tarot on the 9 of Cups in that deck that you see a person just exalted on the card, and bring that to the day. Let go of doubt, worry, uncertainty, validate it, love it, as mentioned previously, but let it go, because big happy changes are being offered to us. Oh yeah, I didn't set it down. All right. Our affirmation for the day from the Super Attractor deck. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I love this. And on the eve of a solar eclipse, we have this great big sun on the card with an eye right in the middle of it. Keep your eye on your own heart space. The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. Arms wide open, hearts wide open. Yeah. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Peace, love, joy, happiness to each and every one of you. Bye for now. Namaste.